If you have been watching the 2023 Tour de France, you have probably wondered what bikes are the top teams riding, how much do they cost, where could you get one, and if there are any alternatives. I'm Nicholas from Bicycle here, and in today's video we'll be looking at 5 bikes from 5 top teams and discussing just that. Let's get into it. First up, we have Team Alpecin and the Canyon Aeroad. Alpecin has once again teamed up with Canyon, Shimano and Vittoria to tackle this year's Tour de France, and so far the Aeroad has been working wonders for Jasper Philipsen, Mathieu van der Poel and the team, especially in the sprints. Unlike the rest of the team, Mathieu is sporting an all-white paint scheme, and the exact same bike is available on the Canyon website for €9,999, making it actually the cheapest bike on this list. It features the exact same extremely aerodynamic tube shapes, aero and adjustable handlebar, aero seat post, Dura-Ace Di2 12-speed group set, and Selle Italia Flight Boost saddle. The only small differences are the tires, which are the Schwalbe Pro 1s instead of the Vittoria Corsa Pro TLR tires, Canyon's Ergo Speed Gel bar tape instead of the Selle Italia tape, and C60 Dura-Ace wheels instead of C50. If you prefer the team's purple paint scheme, you can get it for €800 less, however the components will vary slightly. As an alternative, you could also get the Aeroad CF SLX8 Di2 model, which weighs almost exactly the same, has the same tube shapes, adjustable aero handlebar, etc. Is a tier down in terms of components, but still very solid, and for just €6,499. Next up is Team Jumbo-Visma and the Cervelo S5. Supported by the likes of Jonas Vingegaard and Wout van Aert, the Cervelo S5 has already proven itself by winning last year's Tour de France. The main difference, however, is the switch from Shimano to the SRAM Red ETAP AXS group set. This extremely aero bike has seen improvements in the tube shapes, weight and handlebar, and is available for between €13,000 and €13,500 on third-party websites or your local distributor, with some websites offering them for around €12,500. It features the same Reserve 63 and 52 wheel set, SRAM group set, and V handlebar, which allows riders to find their optimal and most aggressive position. However, the team paint is not the same, and instead of the Physics saddle, you get the Selle Italia Nova Boost saddle. Alternatively, if you find one in stock, you can get the Altegra Di2 version, which besides the group set is exactly the same for €9,699. Otherwise, there are pre-owned 2022 models out there which are just as great and cost way less. Third on the list is UAE Team and the Colnago V4 RS. This is the updated version of the already 2-time Tour de France winning Colnago V3 RS ridden by Tadej Pogačar. Although not an aero bike, the V4 RS is still very aerodynamic, and in comparison to the previous model is even more aerodynamic thanks to the new CC01 cockpit and improved steerer tube shapes. It is lighter, stiffness has been improved in both seated and sprint positions, and both handling and robustness has also been improved. The bike is available in 5 colors, including the UAE Team color. However, finding one to buy online is extremely difficult, especially with the exact same components. However, if you do find one with the exact same Dura-Ace group set and on-V reel set, on third-party sites, it will set you back around €15,000, making it the most expensive bike on this list. Alternatively, you can go for the V3 RS model, which is the version both Tour de France's were won on, is easier to find, and pre-owned costs almost half. Otherwise, from another brand, and not to say that they're on the same level, but for €8,000 you can get the Rose X-Lite 06 Dura-Ace Di2, which is a similar do-it-all race bike, looks great, weighs 6.9 kilograms in size 57, is very aero, and is great value for money. The Pinarello Dogma F is probably one of the most successful, if not most successful bikes out there, winning 7 out of the last 11 Tour de France's, Olympic gold, UCI World Championships, etc. Ridden by Team INEOS, this bike is Pinarello's one-bike-does-it-all race bike. They've managed to find the perfect balance between handling, comfort, weight and aerodynamics, which has allowed the Dogma to excel in climbing, descending and sprints. The team's bike obviously features the famous wavy underfork, flat back profiles, asymmetrical frame, Shimano Dura-Ace Di2 12-speed group set, Dura-Ace C50 wheel set, GP5000 tires and Physics saddle. Officially, the bike is available in 12 colors, including the team replica, with all the exact same components. However, to find one online is once again extremely difficult. There are options out there on third-party sites with the Dura-Ace group sets, however with a different wheel set and tires, etc. And it will cost between €13,500 and €14,500. Alternatively, you can go for the Pinarello F9, which is basically the exact same bike, but different carbon layup for about €2,000 cheaper. Or what I would suggest, the Dogma F12, which was the previous version, for around €5,000. Lastly, we have Team Bora and the Specialized S-Works Tarmac SL7. It is essentially the all-round racing speed machine from Specialized. It is both lightweight to take on climbs and aero to go all out on the straights. Besides the Shimano Dura-Ace Di2 group set, the Bora team runs everything Specialized. From the Roval wheel set, Specialized saddle, turbo cotton tires, Roval handlebar, etc. Unlike most of the other bikes on this list, the Tarmac SL7 is easy to get your hands on. This exact setup, but not in the team colors, is available on the Specialized website and will cost you 14,500 euros. Quite the steep price, but alternatively you can get the Specialized SL7 Pro Expert, which is significantly cheaper but very similar. Otherwise, another great option for 3,300 euros, you can get the LA Sprint Comp, which is basically their aluminium tarmac and is one of the fastest aluminium bikes out there. Well, there you have it. Those are the top 5 Tour de France bikes, where to buy one, and the alternatives. Remember, if you're not racing regularly or riding religiously, it is not necessary to buy these exact race bikes. The alternatives are just as great and will make you and your wallet very happy. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, peace.